Okay, let's get it. What's poppin', everybody? It's your boy Sean from Collector's Closet, coming at you with another review. And today we're going to be taking a look at the DC Multiverse Blackest Night Atrocitus Build-A-Figure wave. Now, when this wave was first announced, it was a major go for me. But there's been so many different announcements, so many different releases, so many things showing up on shelf, so many things showing up on my doorstep that I had to do reviews on those things first, get them out the way. That this kind of fell to the back burner, but finally here, was able to go ahead and secure it, ordered all 4 of the figures so we could do a review on them. So it's going to be a 2-part series, basically. I'm going to do 2 videos. In the first one, we're going to take a look at Batman, Green Lantern, Kyle Rayner. And then the next one, we're going to take a look at the, the Black Lantern Superman and Deathstorm. So, here we go. Starting out with these 2. Open window view. There's nothing new here. Still get the open window. Unlike Hasbro, McFarlane has not switched up, and I appreciate that, as well as still $25 for the Build-A-Figure figures. So $100, you get 4 figures plus a Build-A-Figure. And you know, man, I got to thinking about Hasbro and their price hike to $25. I kind of I think they should go, if they're trying to look out for the collector, right? I think they should go with the model that McFarlane is doing. Instead of giving us 6 figures to build for the Build-A-Figure, 7 figures in a wave, and we're getting like lousy repaints, etc. I think they should do what McFarlane is doing, giving us some good sculpt, some good detail, good texture to the figures, giving us 4 figures to connect and build. That way we're still spending only about $100. We get the Build-A-Figure, we get the figures, we get good quality, etc. But it's not where we at right now. But here we go. Here's the side of the packaging. Nothing too much out the ordinary. Here's the back of the package. Get a nice dope artwork of Atrocitus, the figures to build Atrocitus, and yeah. So if you're new to the channel, we do all unboxes live, raw, uncut, no editing allowed. So let me get the Sergeant Slaughter Army Green knife. Rah. Check the flick of the wrist, and let's crack these things open. So yeah, like I was saying, man, when I heard of this wave and seeing the promo images of the figures, they look dope as hell, and I knew it was a major go. But man, there's been so many different figures that's been released. They're tapping on our pockets right now between Hasbro, hell, all the companies, Hasbro, McFarlane, even your imports. Everybody is dropping right now. Everybody is releasing their figures that I was trying to stay kind of like current, and this kind of fell to the back burner till I was doing some online shopping. Came across these in my cart on Amazon because I still had them in my cart, that I went ahead and was like, went ahead and decided to go ahead and cash out, get this wave in so I could do a review, because I think that the figures look dope as hell. So that's why I'm so late to the party, but we here. You know McFarlane, man, he loves his ties. I don't, but whatever. Got that one off. He even has a damn tie on the accessory, yo. Like, McFarlane gotta relax. He gotta relax. Here's the Build-A-Figure piece. McFarlane, I think you need to chill on the over excessive ties on your figures, man. It's a little bit too much. Still got one on the arm. It's a little bit too much. And I love to say no editing allowed, and I try not to edit. But when I look at my analytics, I see you guys only watching like 2 to 3 minutes of my videos. And my videos be like anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes. So I know I need to shorten them up. But for those of you who are watching the whole thing, I appreciate it. For those who are not watching the whole thing, I still appreciate it. But I want you guys to chime in the comments, man. Let me know if I should just go ahead and do a little bit of B-roll or kind of do some editing and cut this part out. I try to give you the full experience so you can see what to expect when you get yours. You know, sometimes, man, things are tied down and you may not know it, and you go to pull and you may snap something. I'm trying to avoid that from happening to you, because it's happened to me. So, but anyway, man, we got 2 more, and I might do some editing, man. This could be a little bit, you know, when I watch reviews, man, I watch it from beginning to end. That's just the type of person I am. But everybody's not like me. So we got the Build-A-Figure pieces out, and let's get it. So the cape is going through the plastic, and there he is. So there we go. Got the accessories. Let me get the turnstile out. You know me. 7 minutes in already. And that's why my videos are movies. Or my reviews are movies. I gotta shorten those. But here we go. Now these McFarlane figures, man, if you know anything about the McFarlane line, these figures are hard to stand. The ratchets and the ankles tend to be too far apart, so getting it in that right position can kind of be difficult. But here's that. We got Green Lantern, looking pretty dope. And we're gonna so this is gonna be kind of a movie, only because I kind of want to go over a few things. Now, his ankles are loose. It's like no happy medium. And let's start with Batman. So here's Batman, looking damn good. The head sculpt is amazing. You have the bat symbol on the chest. That's a separate piece, or just sculpted on top of the chest. Get some white paint, nice detail. The black paint is applied very well. This part here is part of the diaper area, but there's a lot of texture going on in this suit. Nice sculpt for the gloves, the upper gloves and the boot. This is what I like. Instead of it just being painted, it's sculpted onto the actual figure. The cape is amazing. Here's the back of them. You get some pouches and pockets. They're not painted, but, you know, not too big of a deal, man. When he's doing all this sculpt work, adding all this texture to the figure, I'll take that any day. But he looks pretty good. Look at that face. Looks amazing. Tongue is painted. Teeth are painted. Eyes. Get the white eyes. Nice sculpt. Increases in the face. The hands nicely sculpted. Looks weird. but that's cool. So yeah, there's Batman. Let's go ahead and go to Green Lantern. And this figure here, this is the one. When I saw it, amazing. You got a lot of texture going on this figure. Check it out. Check out the texture and the detail of the suit. Get it to focus. Got the white gloves, which are sculpted on, not just painted on the forearm. Nice sculpt and detail on this, man. Looks pretty damn good. Even the green, even though that's a lot of bit off. The green on the diaper area is not shaped correctly, but it matches. The paint matches. This is sculpted and painted. The head sculpt, amazing. Look at the sculpt of the hair. Look at the sculpt of the mask. The mask isn't just painted, it's actually sculpted on the face. These things look pretty damn good, man. So, let's go straight into it. Head looks up that far on the Green Lantern. Looking down. Side to side, of course, and you get tilt because it's on that double ball. Now the face paint and the neck are two different colors. As you can see, I don't like that, but it's not too big of a deal for me. Shoulders, get you a T, and they're kind of loose. You get bicep. You get double jointed elbows. They're pinned. Not too big of a deal for me. Once he goes pinless, it's a Rizat. Doesn't look too bad. It's not broken up too bad. But look at the range you get. Great range, man. We have those sculpted ball hinges for the wrist. So you get rotation depending on where that ball hinge is positioned. You get vertical or horizontal depending on how you position it. We do have an ab cut. So just at the ab cut, you're not going to get much. Very minimum range. You do get side to side out of it. Nice hula hoop out that top range. Right? But then you have a ball at the waist. So combined, you can crunch forward about that far. Leaning back. A lot more range leaning back. Let's see. Keep getting out of focus. And you also get swivel there. So that's all good. Legs, damn near the full splits. The diaper area is that soft rubber that he uses. You do get thigh rotation. Oh, excuse me. I had to sneeze, so I had to mute myself. Thigh rotation, which I love that it's hidden and you don't just have that cut. You get double jointed knees, which look pretty good. It's broken up. There's a lot of, you see all that hollowness, like the big cutouts. That's the only thing I don't like. I can't wait till you can fix that. Nothing at the boot. Check it out. The boots are sculpted onto the leg. You can even see a gap. So it's a separate piece. I love that. Ball hinge ankles goes down that far, goes all the way up. And of course you get rocker and you get that McFarlane toe hinge. So this guy, pretty dope. He even has the ring, as he should. This figure looks pretty damn good, man. The sculpt and the texture and detail on this is excellent. This is A1 shit, man. Getting him to stand is a chore. His legs feel a little loose. Then I go over forward so he can kick up pretty high. and going back. Great range, man, on the legs. Shout out to McFarlane, man. I love what he's doing. And he listens. He listens to the collector. He makes changes. I hope he continues to do that, as well as continue to provide us with this level of... Oh, he also has the butterfly joint. Did I even go over the arms? Yeah, I went up, forward, back, of course. He has the butterfly. So coming across body, look at the crossbody action. He can come across body. Going back, not so much, but yeah. Once he can fix a few things, man, these figures are going to be A1. There's Green Lantern. Comes with the sword. Now, I'm not sure if this is Atrocitus or his. Maybe it's his. But big ass sword. Nice and pliable. Not too soft, but it is pliable. And you can get it in his hand. Like, is this his? I'm not even sure, man. Now, one thing I will say, man, as far as comic books, reading the comic books, and I only pledge allegiance to dope shit, man. Dope figures, shit like that. So if I'm off and don't know nothing about the source material, I don't know about the source material all the time. So if this is not his sword, my bad. But looks good with him though. And he does have the lantern though. Both done in translucent green plastic. So he can hold the sword, he can hold the lantern. All right, so let's move him back. Let's get Batman in. Like I said, man, the sculpt on this dude and the texture is amazing. Look at the reverse side of the cape. Look at all of this fucking sculpt. That's pretty dope. So let's see what Batman can do. He has a lot of range looking up. That's a lot of range. Down. Great range. Side to side. Crazy good range. Of course, you can side to side. Shoulders hinge up to a T. Good range there. He does have the butterfly. So cross body. Only about that far across body. Going back. It's okay. Bicep, double joint. It is broken up, but we are used to that by now when it comes to McFarlane figures, that the double jointed areas can be broken up a lot. So wrist, rotate, hinge in and out, or up and down depending on that ball hinge. For the torso, he has an ab cut, which he can get some good range out of that top ab crunch. There's that. Going back. Let's see. Man, he can get good range going back as well. And that's all done at this ab cut. So side to side. Oh man, he's a lot better than Green Lantern. He has very good range. Now combine it with the ball at the waist, crunch it forward. Check that out. Going back. Check that out. And of course, you get side to side down there as well. Side to side, you get the whole hula hoop action. So he has some great articulation in the midsection. Legs go forward, all the way up, all the way back. Great range. Thighs swivel, which gets you pretty good range for me, especially for me. Double jointed knees, you get good range out of that. The radius on it looks pretty good. There's no big bulky cutouts so I appreciate that. Nothing at the boot. Foot hinges down that far. Hinges up that far. Of course, you got your rocker and the McFarlane toe hinge, which is positioned correctly. So it's far enough forward on the foot. You also get some tread at the bottom of the boots. So yeah, he looks pretty damn good, man. And Batman, you know what? Other than the trading card and the pup, He doesn't really come with any accessories. But there he is. Looking pretty damn good. Yeah, man, these two figures, man, are dope, especially in hand when you get them. So let me move this. Let's do some size comparisons. Get you guys on your way. Let's see. Get some focus. I'm not sure what the hell's going on with my camera, but yeah. All right, so let's get some size comparisons out here. Let's start with Blackest, which has that same texture to the outfit as these guys does. But this is Blackest, not Atrocitus. You can see how big and how different Atrocitus suit is. You got nice, shiny, glossy red that's painted versus the red that's on Atrocitus. And it's a lot bigger. So there he is in that crouching pose. That's how they look together. Let's get focused. There we go. Spawn on the throne, being biased. Major go. But there's Blackest. Let's see. Let's get Penguin out here. A lot of texture, a lot of detail on these figures. That's how they scale and look. Let's get that Justice League Batman packed with texture and sculpt. That's how he scales with them. His angles are a little loose, but there he is. They look pretty damn good together. So one thing about McFarlane, man, his sculpt, paint, and texture, etc., is freaking A1. Now Superman doesn't want to go back to his spot. I'm going to put him right there. Let's see. Let's check Lobo out next to him. Lobo's a lot bigger than him. But that's how they scale. Who else? So let's move straight to some McFarlane shit, right? Here's the Vulcan body. And this is the difference that I was speaking of, that I always speak of. It's how they scale. But you notice, he has a separate piece for the boot, right? There's no texture. The paint is just, like for the gloves, I think that is a separate piece on this Vulcan body. But usually they just do, I'll show you. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Why I have a problem with McFarlane. So with the boots, they just paint it on the leg. You see that? Here, they just paint it. Here, they sculpt it on. Big difference. As far as the suit, you get a lot of texture with McFarlane. There's no texture. It's just paint. Reuse of a mold, and they just paint it. So that's what sucks. Anyway, I digress. Let me get my boy Major Blood out here. That's how he scales with him. My girl Riri. Where's Riri? Oh, there she goes. Man, you can't have my size comparisons without these two. Here's Riri. Let's put her right in the middle. That's how she scales with them. My camera's acting up today, man. And I'm going to do one more. Who do we want to see? Oh, I know who. Let's do my girl Harley Quinn. That's how she scales. So, all in all, like I said, this wave was a major go for me when they announced it, when I saw it. The detail, the sculpt, the paint, etc. was A1. I knew that it was going to be pretty dope. And I had to have it, but like I said, man, it was so many different things coming out. I got kind of lost in the sauce. But here we go. Here's your look at the Batman from the Blackest Night and Green Lantern. I keep wanting to say that name wrong. But Green Lantern from that wave. We're going to hold out on the Build-A-Figure pieces till we get the other two, which should be coming tomorrow. So I'll do a review on those tomorrow. But make sure you guys hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you think about this one. And you guys know my saying. It's your boy Sean, and I'm out. 1.